All right, guys, welcome into the Draft Club. It's Paige DeMarcos, Keith Sanchez, and the New Orleans Saints starting quarterback, Tyler Shough. How you doing, man?
Doing great. Good to be in Mobile with you guys, man.
Yeah.
Not too far from New Orleans.
Yeah, it's a quick ride for you. You had a good year last year here. So I'm going to start off with that question because obviously you talked to the young men tonight about this process and how helpful it was for you. What about this week really helped catapult your draft process?
I think for me, it was all neck up mentally, kind of gaining that edge, being around the coaches, learning a new system, just competing with everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, it was being around everybody, kind of showing them who I was. And then obviously you're playing football. I feel like it's so hard to kind of get back where you're training through this process and going out there actually practicing playing football in the game. It was so much fun, and it's kind of hard to replicate that.
Yeah, it's the only part of the draft process I like to tell everybody that's actually football.
Yeah.
Because everything else after that is
It's all show.
Show.
Yeah.
It's all a dog and pony show. So I want to talk to you about your most memorable moment of the Senior Bowl. Like what was the moment that was the most memorable of that whole week?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think probably I'll do on and off the field.
Yeah,
on the field,
off,
I think during the game, throwing a touchdown and actually kind of hearing the crowd, go crazy a little bit. Obviously, it's not like a huge stadium, but for actually the amount of people that showed up, it was actually pretty cool. And the kind of culmination of, you just met these guys a week ago, and now you're kind of playing in a game together. It was pretty fun. Then off the field, doing a little Mardi Gras, walk, kind of getting a little taste of that. That was pretty fun. And now full circle in New Orleans. Now to get to do Mardi Gras was actually really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty funny how it all kind of culminates together for you. This was your kind of coming out party here at the Senior Bowl. So what is some of your advice that you have for these guys? Because obviously college football's changed a lot, right? You got NIL, you got the transfer portal, you got a lot of guys trying to opt out of these games. What is your best advice to help capture the moment like you did while you were out here?
I think for me it was just compete. I don't listen to what your agent's saying or what mock draft people are saying, what sometimes even your family is saying.
Yeah,
you got to go out there and just compete, be yourself, and put it all out there. And who knows what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
I think you got to put all your effort into it, and who knows from there.
You got to compete. You got to compete. You got to have fun. This is football. It's the only time that you have that. Since we're talking about competition, I want to talk to you. It's my favorite question to ask every rookie after his first season. What was your welcome to the NFL moment?
I think for me it was the first start against the Rams. Byron Young came screaming off the edge and clean shot right to the jaw. I couldn't close it for like a week, so I had to get like needling. Yeah, he hit me pretty good. It was straight cleated moment. I was like, man, that actually.
That's a hell of an NFL welcome to the NFL moment. That might be one of the top answers I've gotten.
Quarterback's rough. I mean, it's not like you get hit, but that one, for how good they are, that was pretty.
Yeah, you
good.
Clean your clock. Yeah, it was a tough one. It was a tough one. Let's go to the flip side of that, and then I'll let you go. What was your welcome to the NFL moment in a positive way?
Yeah. Man.
Because you've had a lot of good rookie moments, man.
Yeah. No, I think scoring on the long touchdown run, it was a 34-yard touchdown run at Tampa Bay, and it was pouring down rain. It was like a mud field.
Yeah.
And we kind of tore one off, and I was like, oh man, I'm hustling. I was like, oh, there's nobody else around me, and it was a cool moment just to kind of score on a long run where I feel like I've been more of a pocket passer sometimes, but adding that element was pretty cool.
All right, one last one. What's the best rivalry in the NFC South?
Say again?
I said, what's the best rivalry in the NFC South? Because you brought up the Bucs, and there's so much hatred between all of these teams.
It's the Saints and Falcons. You can't say their full name, but I mean, I hate it. They got the best of us this year. Yeah. But I think that rivalry is the passion behind it. It's really cool. So we're gonna do everything we can this year to go shake back.
Go, great motivation.
Let's jump into this, man. Let's jump into the offseason for you, right? And I want to ask you, rookie into your second year, what are you most excited about heading into the offseason when it comes to preparation?
Yeah, for me, I'm excited to just be in the same offense with this staff. This is the first time this coaching staff has been able to have a full offseason in the same spot to kind of revamp the offense, to be able to kind of collaborate with them on what we want it to look like and just kind of continue to master it. Last year was the first time I was doing everything, and there's a lot of learning moments. So I'm really excited for it.
Yep. All right, I told you I'm going to have a little fun, right? Because I'm from New Orleans, born and raised. Tyler Shough is the New Orleans Saints star quarterback. So we're going to have some fun about New Orleans, right? Listen, New Orleans, you could probably tell, is a very fun city, right? And we support our players at the end of the day. And right now, you may have one of the most famous chants, right? we getting Shough tonight.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, what was your reaction your first time hearing it?
I thought it was AI, and I was like, this ain't real. And I knew it was this guy on Twitter. He actually does this, and I'm like, this is fire. He's like, we getting Shough tonight.
Yeah.
And it's like,
There we go.
and I was like, okay, we gotta put this on Apple Music or something, or on Spotify. And it was awesome. Like all the guys were sending it to me, and we got to come up with a new one.
Yep. What has been your favorite thing about the city of New Orleans thus far? Just sitting back looking at it like, man, like this is really dope about this city. Like something you really enjoyed.
It feels like a small town, and the people are just real. You can't. Obviously, it's a big city, but I feel like everybody knows everybody.
Yep.
And like it's the best food I ever had. So like you can't go wrong. There's so much variety. The seafood, you can't beat it. So I love it because it feels like home when everybody's so welcoming. Like you got, LA, Vegas, New York, Chicago, other big cities where it's kind of easy to get lost in the where I feel like New Orleans is slow, man. It's a big easy.
Listen, I'm not going to mess you up and ask you your favorite restaurant. I'm just going to ask you. I'm not going to ask. No, you have to be able to go to everywhere, right? You got to be able to go to Brennan's and GW fans and everything. I want to ask you, what's your favorite meal, though? Like, what's your favorite New Orleans meal?
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Right now, it's actually cold. It's a cold time of year, so I'm actually enjoying it because it's hot as hell.
Okay.
But I like red beans and rice.
There we go. Okay.
It's like a good just comfort meal.
Yeah, yep.
You can't go wrong with that. So I've been eating a lot of red beans and rice, obviously every Monday. Another one, I just caught some redfish. So I feel like every week in the cafeteria they have redfish. Redfish is pretty good.
It's like a regular New Orleans resident by now. Yeah. You got.
Not yet. I'm getting
Okay, you brought it up, and since he and I battle about Arizona and New Orleans and the heat, which heat is worse, the heat in Arizona or the heat in New Orleans?
So you got 120 and dry versus 90 and 95 and humid. Worse, I think New Orleans is probably.
I told you.
I think New Orleans is worse. Yeah, like it. Fall camp serious. I lose 10 pounds of practice sweat.
Yeah, it's a different animal. It's a different animal. I'm all about the dry heat. We're all about the dry heat, but he's gonna deal with the humidity. Last question from me. What was the moment like when you saw your first trading card from Panini?
I feel like I think there was like a succession of like 5 different ones. And I was like, there's no way this is real. And signing them now, seeing like having kids come up to you and ask you to sign, it's really cool. Like growing up, watching all that stuff and collecting some things, it's like there's no way that's attainable. And then you kind of get to that, and it's really cool to be a part of it.
It's a pretty cool moment when you got a young man coming up to a young woman when they're asking you for your autograph and signing your own card. Go ahead. I'm going to ask you.
I got one last one about New Orleans, right? Because you're going to be the Grand Marshal of his Pygmalion, right? Pygmalion. What are you most excited for? When you think about riding a parade, what are some of the first thoughts that come to your mind?
I think just throwing and you're trying to get people to catch the footballs and throwing everything out there. I'm trying to see how much we can throw. I don't want to get rid of it too early, guys. That's what everybody's saying. You gotta make sure you gotta spread it out. I'm excited to do that for sure.
All right, I'll let you end with this parting message to New Orleans Saints fans as you prepare for year 2 as the starting quarterback.
I think we're just gonna continue to keep getting better. We don't know what it's gonna look like, team wise, but I'm fired up to be back with Kellen. I know we're gonna do everything that we can to win the division and do everything we can to keep climbing.
But we're all about Who Dat Nation. We took sides and we chose a side, so we're choosing your side.
All right, there
we're
we
going
go.
with the New Orleans Saints. So thank you to Tyler Shough for joining us, and you've been listening to the Draft Club.
Appreciate it.